And my ducks, welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. Hope everybody is having a great week so far. It's hump day, the turn of the week. Sorry about my creaking chair. But as you can see, I've got a package to open and I know what deck this is. And it's one I'm very excited about. And you will have seen from the title what deck this is. So it's the Tarot of Traditions, which I've known about for, gosh, best part of this year anyway. And the artist is Giuliano Costa, who is, now I have two others of his decks. I don't have Jack-o'-lantern. I thought I did, but I checked my library after looking through my shelves and not being able to find it. And I don't, so it must have been one that I thought of getting, but actually didn't. But he did, well, the first deck I got of his was the Mystical Tarot, which is gorgeous. It's a really, really beautiful deck. It's by Lo Scarabeo. Yeah, and I just love the art style. I love the vibrancy of the colours. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And then because I like that so much, I then also bought the pre-Raphaelite deck. These cards are in a bit of a state, I think. But I prefer this one because it's less ornate with having the borderless on three sides. But yeah, I really enjoy the artwork and the vibrancy of the colours. So when I heard that he was going to be doing his take of the RWS, I got very excited about it. And the lovely Cheryl from Oneness Emporium has sent me the deck. I kind of suspect there's something else in here because it's very heavy for a tuck box deck. That wasn't that easy to say. All I've done, just to save a bit of time, is I've just scored with my trusty little pen knife. I've scored down the sides just to make it easier to open. But that's all I have done so far. So again, we've got this nice little Christmas design going on. So we've got a Merry Christmas sticker, red envelopes, red stickers now. And we've got the Merry Christmas on the inside. And as always, some additional cards from other decks, which is always lovely to receive. What I would like to tell you is if you're interested in purchasing decks from Oneness Emporium, currently there is a Black Friday sale on of 15% off everything. So it's a site-wide sale, 15% off everything. And that's fantastic because Cheryl doesn't overcharge on her decks by any stretch. And for me, she's now a more viable option than other larger online retailers because, you know, it ships straight out without delay, beautiful packaging. Sometimes we get them ahead of date. So this deck in particular, there are a couple of extras. This deck in particular, Tarot of Traditions, isn't out in the UK. I don't know about other countries, but in the UK until the 28th of November, and today is the 22nd. So I've got it 6 days ahead of release, official release. And I know Cheryl's got a few copies left and is expecting some more in. So if you're quick and you get 15% off, you're getting it ahead of the sale date as well, which is fantastic. I've not seen any walkthroughs of this. I don't know if there's any out there or not, but I've not seen any. So I've seen a few of the cards, but the rest of it is going to be a surprise. So I've got these little, looks like soaps. It says free gift, and the Oneness Emporium logo on there. Oh yeah, that soap. Oh, beautiful. I've got a blue bathroom, so that will be there. These smell, oh, they smell amazing. So handmade soaps, lovely. And oh, the sticker book. So, the guys over at Wiser, Wiser, are bringing out a journal and stickers. So you buy the journal, and you can buy the stickers of the RWS tarot deck. There's over 2,500. So as you're doing your daily pulls or your readings, you can put the stickers in your journal as a reference. That is brilliant. And that retails at, I think it says $18.99 or $16.99. Again, there will be a link in the descriptions to Oneness Emporium where you can get these from. And here on the back, look, is the Wiser Tarot. I recognise the images there. Oh, they're all Wiser. They're all taken from the Wiser Tarot, which is their take on the RWS. Love that deck. I've just gifted it to a friend. The colours are beautiful. Love it, love it. All right, so Tarot of Traditions. So I'm really excited to have a look at this. Let's get that little break that seal. So like a lot of Low Scarabeo decks, they do come in these tuck boxes. I know not everybody appreciates a tuck box. I don't particularly mind them that much. They're not my favourite. I do prefer a nice sturdy box. But what I do find is they stack nicely on a shelf. They don't take up a lot of room. And if it's a deck that I'm going to be working with a lot, then I tend to get a bag or a Kelly Bear pouch, and you know they go in a different container to the box anyway, and I carry them around with me. This feels quite small, but I think it's because you know the Low Scarabeo don't tend to be as large as like US games, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. So yeah. Anyway, the packaging design is really nice. It says on the back, a deck by Giuliano Costa. We've got the moon card here, which just looks so gorgeous. And the High Priestess on the front. So what I'm expecting and hoping for from the deck is that the art doesn't deviate too much away from the traditional RWS. I mean, this is called Tarot of Traditions, so I'm kind of hoping that by that, you know, it is just a kind of a fresh look, a modernized, you know, version with its usual or his usual style of having a bright color palette. I can't get in this now. I'm sure that's the little. It is, but am I going in the wrong direction with it? Okay, there we go. We will get there, where it's just broken up. It's not done as it should really, but hey ho. Okay, so in terms of a card size comparison, yeah, it's I mean that's thin. Are they all like that? Oh wow, this is really thin. That's a shame. That is a shame, because they feel a little bit thinner than the pre-Raphaelite. Certainly much thinner than the Mystical, which is a shame. So if we look at the Mystical here, we'll take that off because that's an advertisement card. Yeah, it's quite a bit thinner. What a shame. What a shame. That's the only thing that lets it down, because that is Low Scarabeo. What are you doing? Why would you do this? I really don't get it. I mean, look at that. It's a really thin deck when you just think of a, you know, standard tarot size. It's anyway. We've got the title card, Tarot of Traditions, Giuliano Costa. I love that we've got this kind of moon here with the face. It could be a sun actually, but the backs are kind of in keeping with the well, it's had different names, hasn't it? Radiant Wise, or the Pamela Coleman Smith deck with the kind of red and white roses and lilies, which is more traditional than a blue and white. Traditional as in roses are red and lilies are white, I meant. But this is the original background, so it's a variation of that. We do get a little white book, which is in different languages. So we finish in with wands. No, we've got swords. So see how many pages you get. Yeah, so we get 27 pages for English. So not a huge amount, but you know, we get a paragraph, short paragraph for each card for its interpretation. It's a standard little white book that you get with Lo Scarabeo. So yeah, borderless on 3 sides, which is similar to the Pre-Raphaelite tarot by the same creator. I prefer that. Lo Scarabeo used to put a lot of symbols, or before that they used to do multiple languages, which I used to find really off-putting. I'm just really disappointed in that cardstock. It's the worst I've seen from a major publisher, which is, I'm not quite sure if this is how they're going to start producing decks. That's a shame, really is a shame. And I think people will not be pleased. But anyway, let's bring the camera down and let's have a look at this deck in more detail. Okay, so hopefully that's quite a nice clear image. There's certainly a lot to see in the deck here. It's very detailed. I particularly love these faces in the clouds. Do you see that? There's like an older man here and a female here. Just really interesting, but you know, traditional in terms of the RWS with its style. There also looks to be like a serpent here. I thought at first these were spiders, big spiders, but I think it's just little twigs and things that are coming out of the rock. Here we have our magician. Very luscious in colour and tone. Again, there's lots of kind of symbols in the background. We've got these spirals happening here, which is wonderful. We've got an owl. That looks like a leg with a shoe. It's quite bizarre. I don't think the little white book gives you what the artist was hoping to achieve. I think it would just be, if it's anything like a little white book from Lo Scarabeo, I think it would just be a divinatory meaning. So for the magician, it says, a master of the elements who manifest their own destiny, learning to manifest magic in your life, burning the candle at both ends, realizing that the soul is in the driver's seat, being one with all-knowing subconscious. Yeah, so it's a pretty generic little white book. I mean, I do think the artwork is beautiful, as I know it would be. You know, it's very much his style. The High Priestess. Here's our Empress. Look at this. This face within the wheat. Very feline. So it's the extra little details, the hidden details. We have our Emperor card. Again, we've got quite a few birds appearing there. The Hierophant. Beautiful, kind of like dove from above. Our lovers. Very traditional lovers card. the Chariot, which is on the back of the box. Oh wow, look at that. What a fabulous, fabulous strength card. I mean, here in the foreground, we've got the, what we're used to seeing, you know, the traditional image. But there's lots, in all the cards really, there's lots happening in the sky behind. And we seem to have this kind of yellowy kind of, almost like an oncoming storm type of sky. And here we've got this roar, you know. It's incredible. We'll just have a sup of tea. I also took a moment just to see if there's anything about the artwork of the deck. And the introduction is just talking about tarot in general. And then you just get this paragraph here about the Tower of Traditions. So it says, the Tower of Traditions is a beautifully designed deck that draws from the great tradition of tarot to help you gain knowledge of yourself and the universe. The elegant cards have been masterfully created with care to bring you an incredible tool for healing, introspection, divination and magic. Explore the archetypes as you enter into the grand tradition of tarot, reading with the Tarot of Traditions. These cards that echo with wisdom from the past are the key to unlocking your future and your destiny, your journey awaits. So yeah, it's still pretty generic. And then we go into spreads and we go straight into the card meanings, which are divinatory. So there's not a lot about, you know, Giuliano's vision really for the deck, or why we've got all these little extra things in the background. But I'm finding it interesting. It's fascinating. Our Wheel of Fortune, the Justice card, the Hanged Man, now I'm just like scouring the skies behind to see what else is perhaps hidden there. Love the reflection here of the sun in the water. The little details like that. Wow, the Devil card is pretty cool. Not the kind of goat-headed Baphomet type, although, you know, still part human, part animal. Beautiful star card again, the reflection of the stars in the waters, lovely. The Moon. Gorgeous sun. So I think it was when I said the moon earlier, off the title card, that's obviously where that's taken from, so it's the sun. The Judgment and the World. Beautiful. Okay, so this is interesting, isn't it? Because I showed the Destiny decks, the RWS wide angle and panoramic the other day, and a lot of people quite like the aces where you're seeing more than just the hand. And similarly, we've got these kind of ethereal beings here. I'm loving the kind of erupting volcano here as well, but we've still got the traditional RWS depiction here, but we've got these heavenly kind of bodies. Wow, look at that. Interesting switch between lion and lioness. Three. Wow, look at that sky. And again, there's this face here. I'm trying to get it so the light doesn't reflect too much on the card so you can see it clearly. 6 of Cups. Love this. The eclipse that we're used to seeing in the 8, and we've got both the the faces. Look how the sun is looking down towards. Where's he off to? The 9. And a beautiful 10. And there's our page. Oh, look at the cloud formations here. And then we've got our pentacles next. So as you can see, it's what it says it is, you know, it's a fresh take on the RWS. I'm really enjoying what's going on in the background on the cards where there are skies. There's a lot happening, but you still got your kind of central archetype that we're used to seeing. I like this decay and the rendering. Is that what you call it? Rendering? I think it is. All breaking away, and you're seeing the exposed brickwork behind. That's an interesting take. Oh wow. See, I would love a book. Something more than just a generic little white book, just to say, you know, what these additional symbols that have been put into the backgrounds of the cards, why the artist wanted to represent, you know, a ram in the 7 of Pentacles, etc. We can all come up with our own, you know, interpretation of that, but it would have been nice, wouldn't it, just to have a little bit more to help with the study of the deck. It seems to be like blowing the clouds. Did see this card and these huge rabbits. Oh, the King's a little busy, but the King of Pentacles often is. And then we're into our wands. The rose and lily design here in the stonework. I like these wands with the sprouting leaves. It's beautiful, really beautiful. It's very vibrant. It kind of makes the images really stand out. It's breathed new life into them. I love the colours here in the that's very solar booster-ish, isn't it? Jumped ahead though there. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's a beautiful 2 of Swords. Wow. You can see how, just as I'm moving the cards, how these are just bending because they're so thin. Eight, love the reflection in the water, look here. It's the little details that I'm enjoying. Okay, so that's it. That is Tarot of Traditions by the artist Giuliano Costa. If you're a riffle shuffler, you might appreciate this cardstock, but for me, this is really one of the, you know, no, I'm not going to say it, but it's thin. It's really, really thin. And as an overhand shuffler, I'm quite worried about how long this deck would last. But other than that, it's a beautiful deck. I just wish it was on better cardstock, really. But it's not all about the cardstock. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Is this a deck that you're going to add to your collection? Particularly if you're an RWS lover, do you think it adds something new? I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Don't forget the Black Friday sale, 15% off site-wide in the Oneness Emporium, and information of how to find Oneness Emporium is in the descriptions below. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.